This is your everyday English class.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Cactus.
We're so happy you're here with us today. My name is Brian.
And my name is Anna. This podcast will help you practice your English in a fun and natural way while improving your listening skills.
Have you ever felt nervous before speaking English in a business meeting? Maybe you knew the words, but you weren't sure what to say. Or maybe you were afraid of making mistakes.
The truth is, many English learners think they need advanced vocabulary to sound professional, but that's not true at all. In real business meetings, clear and simple English is often the best English.
In today's episode, you'll listen to a realistic conversation between two professionals during a business meeting. You'll learn useful expressions, polite questions, practical vocabulary, and natural sentences that you can use at work or in your next meeting.
And don't worry if you don't understand every word the first time you listen. That's completely normal. Just relax, enjoy the conversation, and focus on understanding the main ideas.
After the dialogue, we'll explain the most useful expressions, study the key vocabulary together, and share some interesting cultural tips.
Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue creating free English lessons every week for learners all around the world.
And leave a comment below telling us where you're from. We'd love to know where you're listening from.
Now grab your coffee,
Relax.
and let's begin.
Good morning, Sophia. Thanks for coming early. How are you today?
Good morning, Ethan. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm great, thanks. I had some coffee, so I'm ready for our meeting.
That's good to hear. I also brought my notebook because I want to write down the important points.
Great idea. It always helps to take notes during a meeting.
Yes, sometimes I forget small details if I don't write them.
No problem. Today we have several important things to discuss. First, let's talk about our new project.
Sure, I'm excited about it. I think this project has a lot of potential.
I agree. Before we begin, do you have any questions?
Not yet. I'm ready to listen.
Excellent. The goal of this project is to improve customer communication. We want our customers to receive faster answers and better service.
That sounds like a very good goal. Happy customers usually become loyal customers.
Exactly. We also want to make our website easier to use.
I noticed that some pages are difficult to find. A simpler website could help many people.
That's exactly what our customers told us in the survey.
It's always good to listen to customer feedback.
Absolutely. Feedback helps us improve.
Sorry, did you say customer feedback or customer support?
Customer feedback.
Thanks for repeating that.
No problem at all.
So what is our first task?
First, I'd like the marketing team to prepare a short presentation about our target customers.
Sure thing. When do you need it?
Could you finish it by next Tuesday?
Let me check my schedule. Yes, I can do that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Should the presentation include charts?
Yes, please. Simple charts are enough.
Okay. I think charts make information easier to understand.
I agree. Please keep the presentation clear and simple,
Of course, simple communication is always better.
especially during business meetings.
That's true. Our second topic is teamwork. I believe good teamwork is the key to success.
I couldn't agree more. When people work together, they solve problems faster. Exactly. Do you have any ideas to improve teamwork?
Yes, maybe we could have a short team meeting every Monday morning.
I like that idea.
It doesn't need to be long, maybe 15 minutes.
That's enough time to share updates.
Everyone could explain what they are working on.
That would reduce confusion.
Yes, and people could ask questions immediately.
Great suggestion.
Thank you.
Another important point is communication.
Communication is very important.
Sometimes people don't ask questions because they feel nervous.
That's true, but asking questions is better than making mistakes.
Good morning, Sophia. Thanks for coming early. How are you today?
Good morning, Ethan. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm great, thanks. I had some coffee, so I'm ready for our meeting.
That's good to hear. I also brought my notebook because I want to write down the important points.
Great idea. It always helps to take notes during a meeting.
Yes, sometimes I forget small details if I don't write them.
No problem. Today we have several important things to discuss. First, let's talk about our new project.
Sure, I'm excited about it. I think this project has a lot of potential.
I agree. Before we begin, do you have any questions?
Not yet. I'm ready to listen.
Excellent. The goal of this project is to improve customer communication. We want our customers to receive faster answers and better service.
That sounds like a very good goal. Happy customers usually become loyal customers.
Exactly. We also want to make our website easier to use.
I noticed that some pages are difficult to find. A simpler website could help many people.
That's exactly what our customers told us in the survey.
It's always good to listen to customer feedback.
Absolutely. Feedback helps us improve.
Sorry, did you say customer feedback or customer support?
Customer feedback.
Thanks for repeating that.
No problem at all.
So what is our first task?
First, I'd like the marketing team to prepare a short presentation about our target customers.
Sure thing. When do you need it?
Could you finish it by next Tuesday?
Let me check my schedule. Yes, I can do that.
Perfect, thank you.
Should the presentation include charts?
Yes, please. Simple charts are enough.
Okay. I think charts make information easier to understand.
I agree. Please keep the presentation clear and simple,
Of course, simple communication is always better.
especially during business meetings.
That's true. Our second topic is teamwork. I believe good teamwork is the key to success.
I couldn't agree more. When people work together, they solve problems faster. Exactly. Do you have any ideas to improve teamwork?
Yes, maybe we could have a short team meeting every Monday morning.
I like that idea.
It doesn't need to be long, maybe 15 minutes.
That's enough time to share updates.
Everyone could explain what they are working on.
That would reduce confusion.
Yes, and people could ask questions immediately.
Great suggestion.
Thank you.
Another important point is communication.
Communication is very important.
Sometimes people don't ask questions because they feel nervous.
That's true, but asking questions is better than making mistakes.
Exactly.
For example, someone can simply ask, "Could you explain that again, please?"
That's a very useful sentence.
Or they can say, "Sorry, I didn't understand."
Yes, those simple expressions help everyone.
We shouldn't be afraid to ask.
Never.
Keep going and learn something new every day.
That's a great message.
Keep studying English every day. Small progress becomes big progress.
I completely agree.
Even 10 or 15 minutes every day can make a big difference.
Consistency is more important than studying for many hours only once.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about deadlines.
Okay.
Our final deadline is the end of next month.
That's enough time if we stay organized.
Organization is very important.
We could divide the project into smaller tasks.
Excellent idea.
Then each team member knows exactly what to do.
Yes, and it's easier to track progress.
Would you like me to create a task list?
Yes, please.
I'll also include the deadlines for each task.
Perfect.
Should I send it by email?
Yes, please send it before the end of today.
No problem.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Let's discuss possible challenges.
One challenge could be limited time.
I agree.
Another challenge could be unexpected changes.
That's true.
Sometimes customers change their requests.
Yes, that happens often.
In that situation, we should stay calm.
Absolutely.
We should discuss the changes before making decisions.
Good point.
Team communication becomes even more important during difficult situations.
Exactly.
We should also respect everyone's opinion.
I couldn't agree more.
Different ideas often create better solutions.
That's one reason why meetings are valuable.
Everyone brings different experiences.
Right.
Ethan, may I ask something?
Of course.
Sometimes new employees don't speak very much.
I recommend preparing before the meeting.
That's smart.
Write down your ideas.
Good advice.
Practice saying your opinions.
Even simple sentences?
Yes, simple English is perfectly fine.
That's encouraging.
For example, someone can say, "I have one suggestion."
Or, may I add something?
Exactly.
Those are easy expressions.
They sound polite and professional.
I like that.
Another useful sentence is, "Could you repeat that, please?"
Yes, that's very helpful.
Nobody expects perfect English.
That's important to remember.
Clear communication is more important than difficult vocabulary.
I completely agree.
Business meetings are about sharing ideas.
Not about using complicated words.
Exactly.
I think many English learners worry too much.
Yes,
But every meeting is also a learning opportunity.
that's right.
Keep practicing.
Keep improving.
Never stop learning.
You're doing great if you continue practicing.
Small steps lead to big success.
That's true in business and in English. Before we finish, let's review today's decisions.
Sure.
First, you'll prepare the customer presentation.
Yes,
Second, you'll create the project task list.
that's correct.
Third, we'll organize short Monday meetings.
I think everyone will like that idea.
I hope so.
I'll also encourage the team to ask more questions.
Excellent.
Better communication creates better teamwork.
Exactly.
Thank you for today's meeting.
Thank you for your excellent ideas.
It was my pleasure.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
That was such a great conversation. Ethan and Sophia showed us how a professional business meeting can be simple, polite, and productive. We hope you enjoyed the story.
We always work hard to create these lessons for you completely free because we want more people around the world to feel confident speaking English.
And if you'd like to support our work, please subscribe to our channel.
Thank you so much. Now let's go through the conversation together. Don't worry if you didn't understand every sentence the first time. That's completely normal.
We'll explain the most useful expressions, some important vocabulary, and later we'll share a few cultural tips that can help you in real business meetings.
Let's begin with one of Ethan's first sentences.
Ethan said, "Today we have several important things to discuss."
This is a very common way to begin a business meeting. Instead of starting immediately with details, he tells everyone that there are different topics to talk about.
Exactly. Notice the expression, things to discuss. It's flexible. You can change the word things depending on the situation.
For example, you could say, "We have several ideas to discuss."
Or, we have a few questions to discuss.
You could even say, "We have an important decision to discuss." Native speakers use this structure all the time because it's simple and professional.
If you're in a meeting with your coworkers, this sentence is a great way to introduce the agenda. You don't need difficult English to sound professional.
After that, Sophia said, "I'm excited about it. I think this project has a lot of potential."
I really like this sentence because Sophia doesn't just say, "It's good." She explains how she feels and gives her opinion politely.
That's right. The expression "has a lot of potential" means something can become very successful in the future.
You can use it in many situations. For example, this employee has a lot of potential.
Or, "This business has a lot of potential."
Maybe you're learning English and you meet another student. You could even encourage them by saying, "Your English has a lot of potential. Keep going."
Another great expression here is "I think." Native speakers use it all the time because it makes opinions sound polite.
Exactly. Instead of saying, "This project is amazing," you can say, "I think this project is amazing." It sounds softer and more natural in professional conversations. Later, Ethan asked, "Could you finish it by next Tuesday?"
This is one of the most useful business expressions you can learn.
Notice that Ethan doesn't give an order, he makes a polite request.
That's a big difference. Compare these two sentences. Finish it by Tuesday. Could you finish it by next Tuesday?
The second one sounds much more respectful, and that's exactly how professionals usually communicate.
You can easily adapt this sentence. Could you send me the report tomorrow?
Could you call the client after lunch?
Could you help me with this presentation?
Learning small expressions like these makes your English sound much more natural without making it more difficult.
Now let's look at some vocabulary that every English learner should know. These are words that you can use not only in business meetings, but also in many everyday situations.
That's right. One of the best ways to improve your English is by learning words that appear again and again in real conversations.
Our first word is meeting.
This is one of the most important words in business English. A meeting is a time when people come together to talk about work, share ideas, solve problems, or make decisions.
Exactly. You'll hear this word almost every day if you work in an international company. For example, someone might say, "We have a meeting at 10 o'clock," or "The meeting starts in 5 minutes."
You can also hear expressions like team meeting, online meeting, weekly meeting, or staff meeting. They all describe different kinds of meetings, but the idea is always the same: people getting together to communicate.
Here's another useful sentence. Can we schedule a meeting for tomorrow? That's a very common question in the workplace.
And here's an opposite situation. Instead of having a meeting, sometimes people cancel it. You may hear, "The meeting was canceled," or "The meeting has been moved to Friday." These are expressions you'll hear all the time in professional environments.
Our next word is project.
A project is a piece of work that has a goal and usually has a deadline. It could be creating a website, organizing an event, launching a new product, or improving a service.
Native speakers use this word constantly. You might hear someone say, "I'm working on a new project," or "This project is almost finished."
If you're learning English, you can even use this word outside of work. Maybe your English study plan is your personal project. You could say, "Learning English is my biggest project this year."
I love that example because it reminds us that every small step matters. A big project is simply many small tasks completed one by one.
Exactly. Keep going. Study English every day, and your project of becoming fluent will become a reality. Our third word is deadline.
Many English learners hear this word in movies and at work, but they aren't always sure what it means.
A deadline is the final date when something must be finished.
For example, Ethan said that the final deadline was at the end of the month. That means everyone needs to complete their work before that date.
Here are a few more examples. The deadline is Friday.
We finished the project before the deadline.
We missed the deadline.
That last sentence is not good news. If you miss the deadline, you don't finish your work on time.
That's why planning is so important. A simple calendar and a task list can help you meet your deadlines and reduce stress.
Our fourth word is feedback.
This is one of my favorite business words because feedback helps people improve.
Feedback is the opinion or advice someone gives you about your work or your performance. Imagine your manager says, "Great job, your presentation was very clear." That's positive feedback.
Or maybe your manager says, "Next time, try speaking a little more slowly." That's also feedback. It's meant to help you improve.
Don't be afraid of feedback. Every successful professional receives feedback throughout their career.
The same is true for learning English. If someone corrects your pronunciation or your grammar, that's a great opportunity to learn something new.
Exactly. Don't think, "I made a mistake." Think, "I learned something today."
Our fifth word is schedule.
We heard Sophia say, "Let me check my schedule." That's a sentence you'll hear almost every day.
A schedule is your plan for the day, the week, or even the month. It tells you what you need to do and when you need to do it.
For example, "My schedule is very busy today."
I have a doctor's appointment in my schedule.
Let's check our schedules before choosing a meeting time.
Keeping a schedule is also a great way to organize your English studies.
Even 20 minutes a day can make a huge difference if you follow your schedule consistently.
Our sixth word is teamwork.
Teamwork means people working together to achieve the same goal.
This word is very common in business, but it's also useful in sports, school, and even family life.
You might hear someone say, "Good teamwork creates better results."
Or, teamwork makes difficult tasks easier.
The opposite idea is working alone. Sometimes working alone is necessary, but many projects become stronger when people share ideas and help each other.
That's exactly what Ethan and Sophia demonstrated today in the dialogue. They listened to each other, respected different opinions, and worked together to find solutions.
Well, that's the end of today's episode.
We hope you enjoyed today's business meeting conversation and that you learned expressions you can use in real professional situations.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next English conversations.
Give this video a like and share it with a friend who is also learning English. You might help someone become more confident today.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us.
We truly appreciate your support. And we'll see you in the next episode of English Cactus.
Bye, everyone!